and while I'm at it, the people who label people should be ashamed, because we're not labeled. We're different. We're different in looks. We're different in colors. We're different in shapes. We're different in sizes. We're different in skin texture. We're different, but that doesn't mean we're stupid. So, I said my part, and labels, like unless you're buying something, like a loaf of bread, ice cream, cake, pie, minced meat pies, we're not, you know, and we don't want to be told that we are special needed. We're needed, yes, but we're not special needed. And I respect something that a lot of people I respect the unrespected, and I respect you know what the worst thing people with peculiar needs are faced with? Well, actually, you know what the worst thing people with peculiar needs? You know the worst thing you could say to a person who has needs of the peculiar kind? Why do you have this need? Why do you have these needs? That is the worst thing you could say to someone like that, who has these needs, who has needs like that. That is the worst thing to ask. Why do you have these things? It's almost like a form of ununderstand. It's almost like it's almost another form. It's basically another form of not understanding. Like we have to tell people why we have these things. We don't have to tell them why we have these things. It shouldn't even be a question. Why? We have these needs and we don't know why we have them. We have these needs not because we were born with them, because somewhere along the line God said, okay, let's give them this. We don't have Down syndrome or cerebral palsy. They're names, but that doesn't mean we have them. It just means we're shaped a little differently. And we have a difficult role to play in keeping people away from putting names to labels that don't actually need names. We have these needs, but they don't need to be named. We have these things, cerebral palsy, or Down syndrome, autism, but they don't need to be named that. Peculiar needs is where it's at. We have peculiar needs or different needs. We have needs that are different, and they're not special needs. They're regular needs. We just happen to have. They're not special needs. They're different needs. I'll give you that. But other than that, they're not special. Because under the skin, we're still the same people. But we don't have special needs. We have needs that are different. And to a lot of... We don't have special needs. We have needs that are different. You know, they're different, they're peculiar. But they're not special at all. The people, we are special. The needs we have aren't. They're peculiar. Because what if someone comes around the corner and they don't know anything about what we got? Would that be... That's the phone going off. Shut up. Anyway, I'm just repeating myself now, but rather it's a difference of opinion or a difference of the way we're treated. We don't have special needs. We have peculiar needs. And to the outside world of that, they get more peculiar every day. Well, people, some days and sometimes we don't feel like people because we've been treated the way we... Sometimes we don't feel like people because we've been treated according to our needs. It's not the way we're made. It's the way we've been made to think that we've been made this way, that way. But we've been made by the main people that love us. We have been made. If anything, we've been made to think by the people that love us. They told us that this was the way we were made. No, I'm sorry. We're not made like that. If you want to play a God figure, go. We've been made to think that we've been made this way. We're not made in that way or in that manner. Leave. We have been made in the image and likeness of God, and we've been made to live our lives the way we need to. But as far as peculiar needs go, we've been made to think that we've been made that way. Sorry, but we were never made in that way or in that manner. We were made, but we were not made according to what was God for peculiar needs. Or we have been made, but we haven't been made in the image and likeness of so-called special needs. That's God's work, not the need. That's God's work, and what is God's work should stay as God's work and not the other way around. If I was made in the image and likeness of Down syndrome, there would be more I would have more features of it. Goodbye, adios, and I'll see you next round with the next Down syndrome awareness.